Hi you guys. There is cat hair on this box. There's literally cat hair on everything in my life. So today I'm doing like kind of an unboxing video, although technically it's not an unboxing video because this has already been unboxed. It's more of like a review video of a box that I opened previously. It's like a reenactment of an unboxing. I don't know, I always feel torn because I like watching unboxing videos, I like doing unboxing videos, but I also feel like there's something missing because I want to actually review the product that I'm unboxing. So if it's like something that I'm not familiar with yet, I like to give it a little time and then do a review. So this is from HURRAW Balm, and it is a brand that I'm very familiar with, but there are a couple of products that I ordered this time that are new to me. Actually, 3 things that are new to me. So those are the things that I wanted to test out before I make the video. So in this order, I got a couple of HURRAW Balms, classic, like regular lip balms. I've been using those for probably almost 10 years. They also recently came out with their regular lip balm formula in a tin, which is recyclable, a little bit more eco-friendly. So that was one of the things that I really wanted to try out because even though I love HURRAW Balm, I do try to make plastic-free swaps whenever I can, and that is one of the things that I've been consistently buying that comes in plastic. Another thing that I got, and I just had to go get my receipt because I didn't remember the name of it, it's called BALMTOO. And from what I could tell from the description on their website, it's basically a similar formula to their lip balm, but it comes in a tube, like a lotion tube instead of a chapstick lip balm tube. So I really wanted to try that and see what it was about. I've actually used their lip balm before on my hands when I've been desperate, when my skin has been really dry. I just take the lip balm tube and rub it on my hands. It's not my proudest moment, but it works. So having it in a more appropriate package to use on skin, that was appealing to me. Okay, so when you get a package from HURRAW Balm, it comes in this little situation, and this is the little thingy that they send their lip balms in, and usually they send you a surprise. They'll send you a little freebie. And like I said, I've unboxed this already. I do know that there is a surprise in here. So technically it's not a surprise to me, but it is to you. And then this is the package that the BALMTOO comes in. You might be able to tell there's nothing in here because I've been using the heck out of it, but this is what it comes in when you buy it. So let's look at my little tubes. I just realized there's one missing because there's one in my wallet. Let me go grab it. So this is my wallet. It's really more of a coin pouch, and it's also due to be replaced. It's getting holes in it, but I always keep a HURRAW Balm in there. So this is the one that I've been using first. It's their Earl Grey tea flavor. And this has always been one of my favorites. I love Earl Grey tea, but in general, my favorite HURRAW Balm flavors are their caffeinated beverage flavors, and I feel like that says something about me, but I love the Earl Grey tea, and they also have a coffee flavor. They have a green tea. I would say my top 2 would be Earl Grey and green tea, but they also have a coffee flavor, and they also have a chai flavor, and those I feel like are my top 4. So I guess I didn't go too nuts this time. I only got 3 lip balms. This is the one that comes in the tin, and then this is the freebie. Usually I feel like I order like 4 or 5 or 6, trying to meet the free shipping minimum, but because I ordered the BALMTOO, I didn't need to do that this time. So I got the Earl Grey tea, and then I also got the Hazelnut tinted lip balm. And I actually have this on now, and I don't think you can tell. I can barely tell. There's definitely a little bit of a tint there, but I mean, that's what it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be like a lipstick. To me, it reminds me of, you know, when you're like editing a photo and you boost up the saturation just a tiny bit, or maybe you change like the temperature to make it a little bit warmer toned, or, you know, something like that. That's what I think this does. It's not like gonna change your lip color. It's just gonna boost it a little bit. And to me, like, I was expecting this to be a little bit more of a brown tone, but to me it's a little bit like of a peachy color. I'll do it on my hand and see if you can tell. So that's what it looks like on my hand. Like I said, it's a little bit of a peach, a little bit almost orangey, but it's not brown. They also have a cherry tinted one, which is obviously like a red-ish tint. And I would say I like that one, the cherry, maybe a tiny bit better. But I like this one too. Plus I just really like the hazelnut flavor, and I'm glad that they came out with the hazelnut flavored balm. They didn't have one before, so whether it was tinted or not, I would have bought it. That also kind of goes along with my caffeinated beverage obsession, because one of my favorite flavors of coffee is hazelnut. So the freebie they sent me is this lime and coconut, and I don't remember the name of this product. I was gonna see if they put it on my receipt, but they just wrote something fun. But they sent me one of these before. I think it's called Shine Balm or something like that. I'll put the name on the screen. And it's kind of similar to their regular lip balms, but it's a little bit more shiny. And in my experience, it's like a tiny bit less moisturizing. So I probably wouldn't buy this to use all of the time, but it's definitely nice. Like, I don't know if you can tell any kind of difference on the camera, but it's like a subtle shine. And I feel like this tells you a lot about my makeup preferences, because the tinted lip balm I got is like, you can barely tell you're wearing it. And then this is just like, oh, it's a tiny bit of shine. That's what I like. So the last thing from the lip category is the little lip balm tin. It's pretty cute. And you just slide it open. So I've been using this for about a week because I wanted to tell you if it's the same as their regular HURRAW balm, and as far as I can tell, it's pretty much identical. I would say with the sticks, like the regular packaging, you maybe get a tiny bit more product on your lips. Like if you're if you're like me and you're like aggressively applying it, you'll get a little more out of the tube than you will out of your finger, but that's okay. I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing. One potential downside of this, I would say if you're going to be using lip balm in public, especially during current times, during a pandemic, but also during regular times, I feel like when I'm out and about, I don't want to stick my finger in my lip balm. I would rather just use the stick. I feel like it's a lot cleaner when your hands are not clean. But I do usually keep a tube of HURRAW balm on my nightstand, so this will replace that. So, I mean, when it comes to reducing plastic, you're not going to be 100% perfect, but I feel like not being able to be perfect, a lot of people get discouraged and feel like, well, I can't do everything, so I'm not going to do anything. But I feel like reducing little bits of plastic wherever you can does add up. So I will replace my home lip balm with this, and I will keep my purse wallet lip balm as the regular tube kind. Okay, so last but definitely not least, we have the BALMTOO. As you can tell by the crinkly tube, I've definitely been using this. I've probably been using this for about 2 weeks. So within the first few days, I noticed my skin felt, I've been mostly using it on my hands. My skin felt a little bit softer and it looked a little bit healthier. I'm not a skincare expert, but I feel like this, as far as moisture, it adds a little bit of moisture to your skin, but I think the main thing that it does is kind of protect your skin so that it can take care of itself, if that makes sense. And I think that's a good thing, because I've definitely had the experience where, you know, I get a lotion and I think it's great and I put it on my hands, and then the next time I wash my hands, they're like epically dry again. Like, those type of products don't do anything for like the quality of my skin. Like, it just feels better when I put the lotion on. So you're in this like cycle of having to use lotion all the time. But this stuff I've been using maybe once or twice a day and I'm good to go. I should probably also mention the scent that I got is lavender rose, and I really love rose scented things, but I am sometimes skeptical of getting it because I feel like it smells kind of grandma-ish. I also sometimes have issues with floral scents making me sneeze, but this does neither. It's pretty subtle, but it's like a pleasant scent. So another one of my favorite things about this, well, the lotion that I use most of the time is the Charity Pot from Lush. And my least favorite thing about that is that it has a little bit of oil in it. I think it might be almond oil. I'll put it on the screen. I'm not 100% sure, but which is nice. It adds like moisture to your hands. But if you're trying to like use your phone or electronics or like your laptop, like I definitely have grimy fingerprints sometimes on my laptop after I've put on the Charity Pot on my hands. And I would just not, if I'm using my camera, I wouldn't put lotion on. I would just have dry hands because I don't want greasy fingerprints on my camera. This stuff doesn't do that at all. So when I'm like editing video or filming or scrolling Instagram, I will use this, and it doesn't leave any kind of residue on anything. It pretty much just stays on my hands, and I really like that about this. I do think there is a benefit of the oil in the charity pot though, so I'm not using this 100% of the time, but I do use this more often than I use the charity pot now, at least on my hands. I still use the charity pot as a body lotion. What else? I also think since I've been using this, my cuticles have been in a little bit better shape. I'm not going to show you up close because I really need to do my manicure, but just trust me on that. I'm like a notorious cuticle picker. When I'm like anxious or bored, or if I'm like waiting in line or something, I'll just sit there and pick at my cuticles, and they're in pretty good shape lately. Like when my cuticles are healthy and moisturized, there's like not as much to pick, so I will leave them alone. The last tip that I would give you on this is if you're the kind of person that you like to squeeze from the bottom because you like it to look all uniform and nice and not all crinkly and shriveled like this, don't do it, because it's in a metal tube and you'll get like an endless outpouring of BALMTOO. So this was the most expensive thing in the bunch by far. It was $29, which I think it's kind of pricey, but it's pretty concentrated, and I think it's gonna last kind of a long time. So I don't know, usually when I do reviews I like to wait a while so I can tell you like how long the product's gonna last, but I feel like this is gonna last like several months, so I don't want to wait that long to post this review. But if and when I buy it again, I'll post on Instagram, so look for that sometime next year. So when I'm editing this, I'll go put the prices on the screen because I realized I forgot to tell you, but just in case, the Hazelnut tinted lip balm was $5, the Earl Grey lip balm, and then the coconut lip balm in the tin. I just realized I didn't even mention that it was coconut. Those were $4 each, and then the BALMTOO was $29. And my total for everything was $42 plus $3.50 shipping. So I think that's pretty much everything I have to say. I feel like I rambled a lot. Hopefully it's coherent when I go back to edit it. But HURRAW Balm is great. They're one of the brands that I like enthusiastically recommend to anyone and everyone. Their lip balm is the best. It's the best vegan lip balm I've had. It's the best cruelty-free lip balm I've had. And it's also better than any non-vegan and non-cruelty-free lip balm I've ever used. When I first went vegan, I actually had a hard time finding vegan and cruelty-free lip balm that I liked. I think that might have been one of the last items, even after I was vegan, that I didn't replace because I was probably using products with like beeswax. I think I was a little bit slow giving up the bee products, but I also just couldn't find a good replacement. So I was like, okay, well, let's compromise. I'm vegan with everything else except for my lip balm. And then I found HURRAW Balm, and we've been together ever since. So let me know if you've tried their products and what you think of them. Let me know if you go buy them because of this video, and hopefully you like them as much as I do. Also, let me know if there's any products that you want me to review, if there's anything that you're having trouble replacing. Like I had trouble finding my good lip balm. Maybe there's like one thing that you can't find a good replacement for. Let me know and I will help you find it. I will see you in the next video, and have a good day.